Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Anita Larasati Dwi Anggaini from IKIP Duta Malang, English Department, Class A 2019 and PM 27. I would like to report about the biography book that I've just read. The title of this book is Biography, Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis. This book is written by Misty Kennedy. I read this book from Wattpad. The book is about Jacqueline, a woman who changed the course of American history, fashion, and culture. Talk about her early life. Her nickname is Jackie. She was born on July 28, 1929 in Southampton. Her mother was a writer who achieved many accomplishments in her career. She put Jackie on a horse when she was only 1 year old. At 11 years old, she had already won several national championships. She scored a double victory in the horseman competition. She loved reading. Before she started school, she had read all the books on herself. When she was 10 years old, her parents divorced. She became quieter. But despite these times, she took classical ballet lessons in the old Metropolitan Opera House on Broadway and also began taking lessons in French. At 13 years old, her mother married a businessman, and then she got a new stepsister and 2 stepbrothers. Now let's talk about her family. Her dad's name is John Verno Bowyer III, also known as Black Jack, and her mom is Janet Norton Lee. She had a younger sister named Caroline, also known as Lee. At 11 years old, her parents divorced, and then 3 years after that, her mom married a businessman named Hugh Sinclair. And then she got 2 stepbrothers named Yusha and Tommy, and stepsister named Nina. On September 12, 1953, she married John F. Kennedy, also known as Jack, and has 5 children. But first 2 children had survived infancy, so her children was 3: Caroline, John, and Patrick Bowyer Kennedy. But in 1963, her husband, Jack, passed away. She became a widow at age 34. In 1968, she married Jacqueline Onassis. They were introduced each other in 1955, but just as usual friends. In 1975, Mr. Onassis died, so she became a widow at the second time. And then in 1980, she began a relationship with Maurice Templesman. And then in 1988, Maurice moved in to live with Jackie. Jackie died on May 19, 1994. She died surrounded by the things and people she loved. Now let's talk about her accomplishments. She scored double victory at horseman competition when she was only 11 years old. In 1961, her husband, Mr. Kennedy, became the nation's 35th president. At age 31, she was the First Lady. As the First Lady, she had some obligations. And the first obligation is she restored and preserved the White House. It became one of the most exciting developments on the present American cultural scene. She began the work of creating a presidential library and museum after her husband died. Normally, it was funded by the government, but she did it as her husband was dead. interesting facts about her. For me, she is interesting because she was so diligent, read all the books just before start school. And then she became a winner in a horseman competition and she scored double victory. That's very great. She is the first lady at age 33 and did so many great things. At such young age, she did many great things. Million people in the world admired her courage and dignity when she planned the president's state funeral. And the last one is quotes from the book. Before she started school, she had read all the books on her bookshelf. This makes me embarrassed because I don't like reading, so I want to start to love reading. And then, while she had a deep sense of obligation to her country, her first priorities were to be a good wife to her husband and mother to her children. I think it's the dream of each woman to become a good wife and a good mother. So do I. And then the last one is she described them as the most important responsibility in her life. It talks about children. Her children is the most important responsibility in her life. It recognized me, it reminded me to my mom, so I think all mother is love the children very much. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.